Chapter 65:11. In the past few days. Although Marvin has been using hand seals to accumulate spiritual energy, he has never dared to provoke the ring. Now that things have basically been settled, he has nothing to worry about after returning to Restvale. Even if the ring really absorbs all his spiritual energy, he can immediately make up for it with his medicine. He can even play a game of poker with the ring to see who has more chips and who can hold on to the last card. Maria also supports Marvin's plan very much. She has always felt that although Meng Changxing has many selfish motives and schemes, he asked her father and Victoria to come out of retirement to help the Han people, which should be out of sincerity and not false. This means that the ring must have other uses besides saving lives in critical moments. Marvin plans to return to Restvale with Maria. But Duncan is not planning to leave yet. He said to Marvin, "Mr. Yi, I want to stay here for a while and continue to train Ari. There are some ideas that I have always wanted to realize. Now it is just right for Ari to try it out. If it works, it will be very helpful for us in the future." Marvin knew that he was obsessed with Ari recently. So he nodded and said, "If you want to stay, then stay, but I don't know what you plan to let Ari achieve." Duncan said, "The immature idea is to let it learn face recognition in depth." Marvin asked curiously, "Isn't this thing very mature? Face recognition now seems to be very accurate. Even if you gain 20 kilograms in a month, and your mother can't recognize you, face recognition can still identify you." Duncan smiled and said, "This is the recognition of a single individual. It is indeed very mature, but what I want to do is to let Ari learn how to calculate and compare a person's appearance based on this face recognition technology, and then judge how similar individual A is to individual B." "Similarity?" Marvin asked curiously, "What's the use of this?" Duncan said, "In other words, let Ari analyze the facial features of many brothers, sisters, fathers and sons, mothers and daughters, grandparents and even distant relatives, and then compare and learn based on various blood relationships to see if a recognition method can be extracted. For example, if I suspect that there is something wrong with you, I will give your face to Ari for recognition, and let it find the person who looks most like you and is most likely to be related to you from the face database all over the world. Although it may not be accurate, it will definitely be able to quickly locate many possible objects." As he said, he added, "Through the transfer of the Right Army Governor's office to Spain. The Right Army we currently have, there are already quite a lot of members in the Governor's office. Last time, we asked Miss Song to help identify the Wu family members. In this way, we have mastered the facial features of hundreds of Wu family members. If Ari can find the potential characteristics of the family's genetic appearance from these Wu family members, it may be able to help us find some suspected Wu family members from all over the world." Marvin was surprised and couldn't help saying, "It sounds feasible." Duncan said, "It's naturally difficult to find a needle in a haystack. We may not be able to design something that can specifically pick up a needle in the sea, but we can design a huge magnet to collect iron products in the sea first, and then find the needle from it, which is much easier than looking for it directly in the sea." "Yes." Marvin nodded and said, "Then thank you for your hard work, Inspector Lee.